What's going on, friends? My name is M238 and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for the Nintendo Gamecube. We're all off last time. We got started with the game, and Professor Crane has been abducted by a group of bad guy people. We have no idea who these guys are, and it is up to us to find out who they are. So first up, we have an errand to do at a new location known as the Gage Port. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. A lively seaport with active trade, glittering sailors are a common sight. Alright, let's go. And we are accompanied by our younger sister and companion, Jovi. And this is Gage Port. Wow! Look, it's the sea! The sea! It's so big! Indeed. It's really, really big. Okay, the parts shop is over there, so we better go ahead and hurry. Look how fast she goes down the stairs. This way. Oh! Oh man. That's gotta hurt. Especially running into a big guy like that guy. Where do you think you're going? Jovi is sorry, it wasn't on purpose. Oh. Uh-oh. This guy, it seems like this guy's not happy about it. You messed up the happening look of Zook, the coolest, baddest, and the most happening guy around. Ugh, sorry doesn't begin to cut it. Oh, this guy doesn't take sorries. Once it's over, it's over. Yeah, I'm with this person, I guess. And it looks to me like you're a trainer. You look like you'll be a million times more fun than some munchkin. I'll stomp you flat with my Shadow Pokemon. Uh-oh. This guy has a Shadow Pokemon? Let's see what he sent out. A Zangoose? How am I gonna defeat that with my small little Eevee? Oh. Who are these people? So two red and blue guys and a little guy? Take your preaching to someone who cares. I don't know if you know who you're talking to. So now you're gonna play the man and stop me? This gets better by the minute. Oh boy. Okay. It's a battle. This is the most exciting battle. We have Zook versus this blue guy. His name is Ardos. And Ardos has an Alakazam. It's on level 44 with Psychic. And the Zangoose, it's significantly lower. It's on level 28. Wow. That was sure a hard battle. I'm pretty sure it was pretty set in stone on who's gonna take that. Your power, where does it come from? Man. That was a tough battle right there. Don't think you're getting away with messing with the great Zook. Remember this. Should I give chase? No, that won't be necessary. He won't come back. You sure about that? Let's be on our way. Very well then. Thank you. That hardly deserves such gratitude, my little lady. We only did what had to be done. Very well then. Okay, so Gage Port. Meanwhile, not much else to. Well, there's not really much to talk about for Gage Port here. Let's see. There are many potheads around these parts, but picking on kids like you is going too far. But the guy that ran off, I don't remember seeing him around. Yeah, I know. I don't remember seeing that guy around either. Anyway, so let's see what we got going on here. Jovi, what? Oh, is that you, Jovi? Emily and Acri. Is that how you say the second name? Acri? I know the first name, Emily. It's a really odd way of spelling Emily, but yeah. Yeah, we're okay. Strong people helped us. Big Brother was there too, so nothing bad happened. Yeah, we're here on an important visits, so we're kind of on the job here. I'm glad we finally met. I'm Emily, Jovi's big brother. Jovi has been very nice to my daughter Emily. The elderly gentleman's name is Mr. Varric. Varric. There's about a couple ways to pronounce that, I think. He comes here by boat with his two assistants occasionally. There's something mysterious about him, don't you think? Yeah, I think there's something mysterious about him. I'm hoping to become a novelist. Whenever I come across anything mysterious, I try to imagine a story around it. Anyways, be careful in this town. There are lots of rough customers about. Yeah, I can tell with that guy Zook. That Zook guy. That Zook guy was not the friendliest around here. Yeah, whenever like small people approach big people, you know it's already bad news. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, so what we have to do here is, I believe our first step is to go inside this building here. Well, where's the door? Okay, there it is, right there. Okay. Let's see. Hello. Oh wait, I think this guy's important right here. Did you want something? Here, the shopkeeper's out right now. He said something about having to go to Dr. Kimink. What was it now? Well, to that doctor's manor is where he went. He said his grandson Per, yeah, it's Per, will be back from repairing the rotating bridges. So I'm supposed to mind the shop until then. But I don't know where anything is or how to ring up a sale or anything. I have no clue what to do. I suppose it doesn't matter though. It's really quiet here. I'm getting awfully bored, really. Okay. I've got a tale to tell you. Okay, it's a really interesting tale. Alright, let's go ahead and listen to this guy's story. When I was younger, I sailed all the world's seas as a navigator. All the world's seas. That's gotta take some huge effort to do that. And this huge world is filled with incredible profusion of Pokemon. Of all the Pokemon in our world, the one that I found to be most interesting is Eevee. Now, Eevee is a unique Pokemon. It can evolve into 5 different kinds of Pokemon, you see. While I sailed, I studied Eevee quite exhaustively. As a result, I obtained 5 items that are the keys to Eevee's evolution. Oh, you say you're racing an Eevee. What a oh god, fortuitous coincidence. This must have been meant to happen. Well, let me commemorate this occasion by giving you 1 out of 5 items. There's no need to be shy about it. Go ahead, choose one. Okay, so this is exclusive to XD. At least these two items here. We have a Sun Shard and a Moon Shard. Since this game does not have a day and night system, which means if you want to get an Umbreon or an Espeon, you have to do it a much different way. That is only exclusive to XD only. So the Moon Shard will give you the Umbreon. What you want to do with these 2 items here is you want to give it to an Eevee. And then level it up by 1 level, and then it'll evolve into one of these items, depending on which item you choose, of course. Other than that, here we have the Water Stone, Thunder Stone, and Fire Stone, which you can use right away to the Eevee, and it'll transform into one of these evolutions here. So we have Vaporeon, who has lots of HP and lots of defense, so very good if you want to use Vaporeon. Vaporeon has Water Absorb, which means if it takes damage by any water moves, then it'll heal, which is good. We have the Thunderstone. We have the Thunderstone that evolves into Jolteon. Jolteon and it has the ability of Volt Absorb, which is the same idea of Water Absorb. Jolteon is the fastest one, and it is personally my favorite one because it has really cool electric moves. And because I like being fast, so Jolteon is the way to go if you're into that. Flareon, which is probably the most unpopular Eevee type in Pokemon, which it is the offensive Eevee type. It gets the ability Flash Fire, which raises stats if hit by a fire move. Then we have Umbreon, which is the tank, supposedly the best one for a lot of people. It has synchronize. Well, both Umbreon and Espeon will have synchronize, and synchronize is if you get inflicted with a status ailment, then the status elements will be reflected back at the opponents that inflict the status on you. So pretty useful abilities. On my blind stream that I did many ways back, I used an Espeon, and it worked out in my favor. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use Espeon again. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Sun Shard, or get the Sun Shard. So don't throw away in the PC and don't throw it out. Will do. So with that, we will get the Sun Shard. Espeon, it's kind of debatable whether or not Espeon or Umbreon is the best one. I personally I used to like Umbreon more than Espeon, but as I use Espeon more, I start to like it more. So anyway, since we have that item that we got from that guy, I'm gonna go ahead and use. Wait, no, never mind. Oh, you cannot give it to. Okay. So I have to just level it up once. Okay. That's. I remember that wrong. Okay. The shopkeeper wasn't thinking straight when he got that clueless newbie to look after the shop. Now me, a regular customer, would be able to serve customers a lot better. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Okay, so up here there is a second floor in the shop, and it is empty. There's a stove here, so I bet this guy like who owns the shop like lives here or something like that. Like he's able to make his food upstairs or something. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. If you ever want to know where the two people that we encountered in Emily and Acri, I believe this is their house right here. If you want to go ahead and visit them for a while. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh right. Okay. So over here. We have this guy. The sea is wide and it's fathoms deep, so full of Pokemon it'll make you weep. Huh? What's up, kid? Were you captivated by my singing? I'll have you know, I placed second at the Krabby Club's music contest. Was I captivated by your singing? What if I say no? I'm supposed to say no. Oh, you weren't? Then let me guess. You came for a Pokemon battle, right? If you can beat me, you'll get something good. Really? Okay. All right. So this is our first trainer battle. Well, our first regular trainer battle. That's not a boss fight. It is now important to know that the main gimmick of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is that every battle is a double battle. So there will be basically, yeah, every battle is going to be a double battle. As a result, it makes a lot of the fights pretty slow, because double battles tend to drag a little bit. So it's anyway, so before somebody was talking to me, so as a result, because every single battle is going to be a double battle, it makes all the battles really slow. But that's not much of a big deal for the sake of the Let's Play, because most of you, if you're familiar with my Pokemon Let's Plays, I do speed up the trainer battles, which is what I will be doing. This is going to be no exception. The way you encounter trainers is pretty interesting, because it's not like when you get into a site of a trainer, they're gonna encounter you and then they're gonna ask you to battle them. Instead, you're gonna have to pretty much talk to everybody to see if they're a trainer or not. And some people may not look like trainers. Especially when you go into dungeons, you're gonna be pretty much ambushed everywhere when you're in a dungeon, so you're not going to know when you're going to encounter a trainer. So you want to always be ready, especially this early on in the game, when the game actually starts off pretty tough, and it actually does get harder. So anyway, for beating this guy, he gives us TM45. So let's see what TM45 is. They don't actually tell you what the TMs are, so you're gonna have to, it is TM45 for Attract. Useless. So yeah, so that was the first trainer battle right there. I will be speeding up the rest of the trainer battles next time we encounter trainers. Alright, so if we go and head over here, this is the rotating bridge that the people in the shop were talking about. This is actually the coolest part of Gage Report, in my opinion. Rotating bridge is really cool. Oh, that settles that. You want to talk to me? Yeah, the parts shop is ours. Oh, you need a machine part. Where's Grandpa? He's gone off to Dr. Kimiko's. Oh, when my grandpa gets excited over some mechanical thing, he's off like a shot. Never mind the shop of his grandson, me. I'll find that machine part you need. Can I get you to come to our shop? Very well. I will go ahead and do that. Grandpa should be so lucky to have a caring grandson like me looking after him. Okay, so the way you operate the rotating bridges is you want to press on these green buttons, and they will take you to places. If you go ahead and head over to the this particular direction, there is this guy. Welcome, youngster. No words need to be spoken. No questions need to be asked. We shall battle. Yes. So if you go ahead and take a battle, we will go ahead and encounter and take on this guy. This guy is a new trainer class called Casual Dude. Good answer. A battle with a feisty lad is one to be savored. Let's go. Guess I lost that one. That machine you have on your arm, it's quite the getup. The way the lights pulse and all, it's mighty impressive, whatever it is. I thought for a second there that you'd taken my Pokemon. I guess you didn't know, did you? You know, lad, ever since I battled you, I've been missing a Pokemon. It's an important, precious, even Pokemon I'd gotten as a gift. Do you know what happened? What has happened to it? Wow, I actually like that. I actually like that line because he doesn't realize that we actually caught his Pokemon. So whenever a trainer has a Shadow Pokemon, you can actually catch the trainer's Shadow Pokemon, and that's pretty much pretty much one of the main objectives that you want to do here. Is whenever you're in a battle with a trainer with a Shadow Pokemon, you want to go ahead and catch the Shadow Pokemon whenever you can, so that way. You can, later on in the game, you can purify the Shadow Pokemon so that it becomes a regular Pokemon instead. And that's important, and I guess that's one important thing to know, is that trainers, Shadow Pokemon are actually really bad Pokemon, because, their moveset is really bad. However, the Shadow moves, they are strong against every Pokemon except for Shadow Pokemon. When you use a Shadow move on a Shadow Pokemon, it is not very effective. So that's nice when you're using a Shadow Pokemon versus another Shadow Pokemon, so that you can resist Shadow moves better like that. But the Shadow moves themselves are awful, and I highly don't recommend using. I highly don't recommend using Shadow moves. When you're battling with Shadow Pokemon, they progressively get moves, so that you can actually use regular moves instead of Shadow moves. So if you don't want to use if that's the way you want to go, then sure. I try not to use Shadow Pokemon whenever possible, which I already have my own team. I somewhat have my own team planned out. So I'm gonna try not to use Shadow Pokemon whenever possible, because later on there is gonna be a way where you can purify Pokemon without actually battling. There's a couple ways you can purify Pokemon. You can you have a heart gauge. You have a heart gauge that on the side of the shadow Pokemon, which is similar to the XP bar. That the heart gauge has to go to 0 in order to purify them. You can walk around with the Pokemon, and the heart gauge will slowly drop. Or the easier way is by battling with them. Battling with them is more effective. But I'm gonna try not to use Shadow Pokemon as much as I can because I want to Shadow Pokemon tends to be kind of overpowered, depending on the Pokemon, of course. So, but right now I have a Shadow Ladybug and a Shadow Teddiursa, and they're both not that good as of right now. You there, you look like a trainer to me. Somebody gave me a wiggly tough Pokemon. I'll test it out on you. What was that all about? I joined the organization because they said they'd give me a strong Pokemon. Something that's not like me, the usual ones. Well, what was so tough about that? I was conned. Yeah, you've been ripped off, man. Don't you just hate it when people rip you off like that? Man, that's bad business, I tell you. Alright, let's see. Okay, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this area here is about, but yeah, if you come up all the way up to the top, then you can fight that trainer. And then there's this elevator. I believe it takes you all the way down to the first floor or something. I think there's actually an item that you get just from taking this elevator. I don't particularly remember. I've only played through this whole game like once. Okay, apparently not. So, okay, now I need to find my way back downstairs here. Oh, I guess it actually does take you back to the first floor. Yeah, okay, so we're back. So we're back over here. Cool.